Hey, welcome to the Weekly Wave. If you're between 18 and 25, first off, welcome to the world. The real world. The one nobody truly prepares you for. It's exciting, it's terrifying, and sometimes it's just a mess, like Juice WRLD would say. But that's okay. You're not alone in this. This phase of life, it's where you make choices that'll shape your future. Some good, some bad, but all of them will inevitably teach you something. So let's talk about some real, honest advice for navigating adulthood. Stuff I wish someone had told me. First, you don't have to have it all figured out. Let's start with this. You do not need to have your entire life planned by 21, 22. If you feel lost, confused, or like everyone else has it together except you, trust me, they don't. Some people just hide it better. Careers change, interest shifts. You might start one path and realize it's really not for you, and that's fine. Give yourself permission to explore, to pivot, to change your mind. It's okay. You don't need to find yourself right away. You just need to keep moving forward. Second, money. You either learn it now or you're going to regret it later. Now, let's talk about money. Nobody teaches you this in school, but it's one of the biggest things that'll impact your life, whether it's good or bad. Here's the overall summary. Credit card debt, avoid it like the plague. If you can't buy it twice, don't buy it once. If you get a credit card, pay it off in full every month. Start saving and investing now, even if it's a little. $20 a paycheck, it eventually will add up. Compound interest does its thing. And here's a cheat code. If your job offers a 401k with matching, contribute as much as they'll match. It's basically free money. It's 100% return on investment. Compound interest is a real thing, and the future you will definitely be grateful for it. And one more thing when it comes to money. Don't get caught up trying to flex for other people who just really don't care. The car, the clothes, the expensive nights out, it's not worth being broke over. Wealth isn't about looking rich. It's about having options, ultimately. Third, relationships. Choose them wisely. Now, relationships, whether it's friendships, dating, or even family, pay attention to how people treat you when they don't need anything from you. Surround yourself with people who push you to be better, who celebrate your wins, and who show up when things get tough. Real friends don't compete with you, they grow with you. In dating, don't settle just because you're afraid of being alone. Being single is better than being in the wrong relationship. And here's another secret. Love should feel safe. It should feel like home, not like a constant battle for someone else's attention. Sometimes you may need validation, yes, and that's okay. It's part of life. It's part of being in a relationship, and it's part of, ultimately, love. Next is mental health. Your mind is your foundation. Your mental health, honestly, is everything. You're going to have high points where you feel unstoppable, and you're going to have low points where it feels like nothing is working out, but both are normal. If you're struggling, talk to someone, whether it's a friend, a professional, or even just journaling your thoughts. The worst thing you can do is bottle it up. And for the love of God, don't numb yourself with distractions. Drinking, partying, scrolling mindlessly, it really won't fix that root problem. You need to take care of yourself like you would a close friend. Rest when you need to. Move your body on a daily basis. Try your best to get outside, even if you work from home. Your mind and body are connected, and treating yourself well now will set the tone for the rest of your life, especially as you age. Next is ultimately your career. You want to play the long game. Your first job, it's probably not going to be your dream job, and that's okay. Use it to learn, to build new skills, or even sharpen up existing ones, and especially to network. Even if it's not glamorous, show up, do your best, and treat every opportunity like a stepping stone. Punch the clock day in and day out, and you'll see results. And here's another little secret while you're at it. Networking is way more valuable than you think. Most jobs aren't landed by blindly applying online. They come from connections. If that's one thing I learned throughout my time in university, you have to make connections. Talk to people. Be someone people would want to recommend. Be reliable, be curious, and don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Oh, and that thing you keep pushing aside, that side hustle, that passion project, or even that creative dream, start it, even if it's small. The world rewards people who ultimately take action. And here are just some miscellaneous life hacks that you probably won't regret hearing. They'll save you a lot of trouble in the end, honestly. 1, learn how to cook at least 5 solid meals. Uber Eats and DoorDash will inevitably drain your wallet, and instant ramen will definitely get old fast, trust me. 2, if an opportunity scares you a little, it's probably worth doing, honestly. You'll learn a lot. 3, say yes to new experiences, but learn to say no to things that drain you. Don't be the doormat that everyone can walk over. It's okay to say no and take time to yourself. 4, read books. The right ones will change your life more than any social media post ever will. Speaking from experience, I definitely love the book Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. Definitely a life changer, honestly. 5, be kind to people. Not just because it's the right thing to do, but because it'll open doors you never expected. It honestly comes down to networking, like I mentioned earlier. And 6th, comparison is the thief of joy. Someone else's timeline isn't yours. Run your own race at your own pace. At the end of the day, life isn't a straight path. It's wild, unpredictable, and sometimes frustrating, but always meaningful. Some days you'll feel unstoppable, other days you'll feel lost. But as long as you keep going, keep learning, and keep being kind to yourself and others, you'll be just fine. You're not behind, you're not failing, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. So, welcome to the world. Now go make it yours. Thank you so much for listening.